Hey guys, it's Mikkel again, back with another video, and let's jump right into this topic. I'll be showing you all some of the best foods you can eat to gain muscle, and I'll be doing this by showing you all what I eat throughout the day to gain muscle myself. I usually have 4 meals throughout the day, all with high amounts of protein, and I have a dessert at the end of the day to keep my cravings in check. The reason why I have 4 meals instead of having the typical breakfast, lunch, and dinner is to increase muscle protein synthesis throughout the day, and this gives my body a greater chance to build muscle. I'm about to have breakfast now, and this is how it looks. So we got 2 whole eggs, 200 grams of egg whites with spinach on toast, and 2 turkey bacon slices. And this meal is roughly around 56 grams of protein, but popping up is the whole macronutrient content of this meal. And I'm about to enjoy because I'm hungry. So my first step, I feel like I repeat this in every video, but guys, make sure you're aiming for 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you're 200 pounds, make sure you're getting in 200 grams of protein in per day. If you're skinny or already very lean, then I would recommend a caloric surplus. Or if you're carrying more fat than you'd like to, then I would recommend staying at maintenance calories, and you could perform a body recomp, which means you can lose fat and build muscle at the same time, or you can go on a cut and you can even gain muscle when you're cutting weight. For the ones that want to build a muscle while losing weight, check this video out on my channel, and for the ones that want to learn how to track calories and also want to figure out what their maintenance calories would look like, check this video out on my channel after you finish watching this one, of course. This is my lunch. So we got 200 grams of potatoes, 180 grams of chicken breast, and a bit of broccoli. I don't try the calories from the no sugar ketchup that I'm gonna add. And this meal is roughly around 60 grams of protein, but popping up is the macronutrient content of this meal. So my second tip, make sure you're eating a variety of different foods. Don't be like those typical bodybuilders who eat chicken, rice, and broccoli every single meal. You do something similar to this and you'd miss out on a lot of nutrients and micronutrients, and ultimately this can get in the way of your efforts of building muscle. Eat more whole foods, stick to less processed foods, try to get in at least 2 servings of fruit and vegetables per day, and you can even supplement with a multivitamin to help you get in your daily micronutrients. If you're indoors most of the day and you don't get much sunlight, make sure you're supplementing with vitamin D, which is not even a vitamin, it's a hormone in case you didn't know. You don't get enough vitamin D in and you can shut down non-essential energy functions such as building muscle, repairing damage, and firing your immune system. It's around 3 to 4 hours later and I'm having my third meal of the day. So we got 110 grams of oats, 20 grams of peanut butter, 1.5 scoops of protein, and 80 grams of blueberries. And this meal is roughly around 50 grams of protein, and popping up is the macronutrient content of this meal. If you realize, or if you watch my other YouTube videos, you'd realize this meal is actually a staple in my everyday diet. I have this every day. It's such a convenient and easy meal to have, and I'm able to get so much protein from this meal. So yeah, I just have it every day. My third tip, so anyone that's bulking in efforts to put on muscle, as a natural lifter, it all comes down to carbohydrate manipulation. So once you figure out how many calories you should be eating to gain muscle, you should keep your fats and your protein intake stable. For your fat intake, you want to get a healthy amount of fats in so your hormones stay in check. I wouldn't recommend anything lower than 20% of your calories coming from fats. The sweet spot for me is around 25%, but a good range is between 20 to 28% of your calories coming from fat to reduce the amount of fat you gain when you're trying to gain muscle in a calorie surplus. And the rest of your calories, which should be the majority, coming from carbohydrates. Don't be a carbophobe. Carbohydrates are going to help you gain muscle. And also, if you love food as much as I do, try to consume carbs lower in calories, such as yellow potatoes and sweet potatoes. I love potatoes and I consume potatoes so much because it's so low in calories and I get to eat more of it. Okay guys, so I'm now having my last meal. It's been around 3 to 4 hours later. And we got 190 grams of sweet potato and 185 grams of tuna steak. This is how it looks. And this meal is roughly around 60 grams of protein, but popping up is the whole macronutrient content of this meal. My fourth tip, try to keep most, if not all, your protein sources as lean as possible. In other words, try to make sure your protein sources are very low in fat. You consume protein sources that are high in fats and the calories will add up, and before you know it, you're way above your caloric intake and you'll end up gaining unnecessary fat. In case you didn't realize, most of the protein sources I consumed today was very lean. The egg whites, the turkey bacon, the chicken breast, the protein powder I used in my oatmeal, and the tuna steak, all very lean sources of protein. So for dessert, I finished off with 3 Rice Krispie treats and 1 chocolate. Guys, don't forget to have balance. You want your diet to be one that is sustainable and that you can stick to. Popping up is the macronutrients of these treats together. So yeah, that was everything I ate on that day, but I forgot to show my coffee, which was 166 calories. Everything I ate on that day came up to 2,883 calories, 294 grams of carbs, 87 grams of fat, and 232 grams of protein. That's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and popping up are 2 other videos that could maybe help you. Until next time, peace.